Welcome back to DDT, guys. We're here with another Pirate Rumble. We have Anonymous piloting. If he moves his arm, we have Red Purple Law against Magellan, one of Muginator's old-time favorites, ready to come back in OP5.
Yeah, like you said, one of Muginator's day ones. He's been playing this deck since OP2, and it has gone a number of iterations. Mm-hmm. And right now, we're not quite yet at the OP5 meta. We're at OP 4.5.
Yep.
But with the structure deck cards, there is some support that Magellan does like.
Right.
So, and obviously, Red Purple, I feel like we're going to be talking about that deck throughout this game. So
100%.
I think we're in for an interesting match.
And for those of you wondering whose charming voice that was just now, that's my co-host, Irrelevant.
That's
and
me.
You're here with Bia. So let's get this game underway. We're setting up our life. Do we know who's going first?
Magellan.
Muginator's going first. All right.
So Magellan, he wants to go first. He's looking for one thing and one thing only. Mm-hmm. He is mulliganing for that 5-drop Magellan, and he is going to try and play that on curve.
Yep.
And immediately put the Law player on the back foot doing that. And we'll get to the Law player. He struggles a lot with Dawn management just by the nature of his abilities. So playing that Magellan on curve might spell a lot of trouble for Law.
But this was an ideal start. I mean, he was able to use both his first down. He set up a blocker and a Gordon.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to bottom deck pretty much anything.
Yeah.
In this early game.
At the same note, Magellan game plan kind of counters Law, but at the same time, Law bottom decks everything.
Right.
And that is the bane of Magellan's existence, is being bottom decked, because if it doesn't get KO'd, it doesn't get its amazing, crazy strong ability.
Right.
So
I think where Magellan's going to struggle here, like you were saying, is
man.
going 1 for 1.
yeah, and
If you're playing one card and you're losing one card, you're really not getting anywhere. Right?
first of all, that Law's board is amazing, and we do see the Magellan come in,
Yes.
the sexy Magellan, and we put down this. Both decks are doing exactly what they want to do right now. So far, it's going exactly according to plan. So I think this is a really good game that we're able to showcase right now.
Why is Magellan looking at us like that, man?
Man, he's looking at me. I don't know about you, Doug.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, no, I see it. He's looking at you.
He's looking at me.
Damn. Oh,
Swinging 5, Magellan's just gonna take it. Just build that hand. He doesn't really care about losing life.
now, outside of Magellan, what are you looking for? Do you want to play these 7-drop kings so you can... I mean, you got to deal with that Brook. The longer that Brook stays on the board, it's... I mean, the Gordon, it's a one-time use, right? But Brook can keep generating value as long as he's on the board. Oh, and there's the new art Rush Zoro.
New Zoro.
We're going 6 to face.
6 to face, and
That's an easy
give him
counter. I mean, Muginator has a pretty healthy hand. Let's get a hand check. Muginator, how many cards?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I stopped
7.
listening after 5.
yeah,
It
a lot
was-
of cards
yeah.
in hand. He's swinging 5, and he minuses. Does he minus? No, he didn't minus.
Yeah.
He needs a Dawn to minus. Yeah, so Magellan's still at 6. Oh, but here's the Gordon ability.
Yep.
Gordon ability, bottom decks. That Magellan is at 3K now. Perfect range for Law, and there it is.
Yep.
We're seeing it. Goodbye. And Magellan does not get to activate his effect.
But this is what you were saying, is that weak point of Law. He's going to stay around 4 Dawn the whole game.
Did you have a spare Dawn? An active Dawn?
I have one active down.
Oh, wow. Wow, that was... So, he used Law's ability, -3 Dawn. He played a ramp card for free. So, essentially, it was -2 Dawn.
Yes.
So, he just goes back 1 turn. But that's the struggle with Law. There's you see the power of it, and he does play the king.
But he's the king.
Probably a good idea getting rid of that Brook so he stops minusing. But that Law is going to be at 5 Dawn next turn.
Which isn't really doing much.
But that's the thing. That's what it always stays at.
It always stays
It wants
there.
to be in that
True.
range. Always wants to be in that range. And just keep bottom deck. And we do end up using that blocker. So, again.
I think Magellan's in a pretty good spot right now. I mean, 3 life while your opponent is still sub 7 Dawn.
he has 5 Dawn. It's very possible that king goes away as well. It's very possible.
So what combination do we see Anonymous playing to get rid of the king? I mean, he has to get him down. another 3K at least. All right, so we're
At a
doing a
4K.
love tap.
Love that just to get a card out of his hand.
Oh, and he takes it.
He takes it. There's no way he takes this, right?
No.
No.
I mean, you do play the Whitebeard game a little bit where you just amass stuff in hand.
Sure, but eventually you do need to
eventually
start
you gotta,
countering
yeah.
out. Yeah. And one thing this Law deck does really well is go wide.
Yeah.
So you do need to be careful about getting ran down. And the Law player, he is thinking, he definitely wants to probably lower that king and bottom deck it, but right now we're just gonna see a 7.
So he's countering out pretty aggressively.
You asked me what the Magellan wanted to do. I think maybe it was a good idea, maybe to go wide.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. So
before we even talk about
we
that,
need
we
a
see an
second
Otama,
Otama?
a Gordon,
Gordon. Okay.
Gordon. A lot of cards from his hand, though.
Yeah.
A lot of cards from his hand, and he's gonna go down 3 Dawn right now.
At this point, I think you just, as the Magellan player, you ignore board and just set Law up for lethal as quickly as possible.
Oh, did you minus Dawn?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
So 3 goes away. Beppo brings 1 back
Mm-hmm.
on play. So did you bring it back
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Beppo?
And then he played it. He rested it for the chopper.
Oh, rested it for Chopper.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Beppo brings it back.
No, he brings it back rested. I
Rested.
already had one.
Okay.
Oh, you had 1 active. Okay. We're just gonna have to go ahead and trust these players. You know, seasoned veterans. They know what they're doing. We don't have to babysit them all the time. But
We still do.
now, last turn we said Magellan's in a good spot. He's not. He's not. You know, Law goes wide, and Law removes, and that's things that Magellan does not want to deal with.
Whether you're playing red, green, or red, purple, Law is Law. I mean, it just...
He wants to go wide, and
just
he
wants
does
to
go wide. We
Yep.
do play that $30
Very
queen.
nice. Rightfully so. The card is just too good. Yeah, these Magellans aren't doing anything
He
for
did
him.
have a Magellan. That's one of those things. Like, you can play the Magellan all you want.
It doesn't
This is
matter.
gonna
at
get
point.
removed.
Yep.
We're gonna swing 6 at Zoro. That has. Oh, okay. He gets blocked. Again, the Law player just wants to keep that up so he
Yeah.
can keep swinging. Keep pressure. He passes with 2 Dawn up. That and one thing about Mujinator,
I don't bluff.
he does not bluff.
No.
That is a Hell's Judgment in hand. You bet anything.
Exactly.
that
when
it's
when you're
there.
staring down 4 swings, that's exactly what you need.
Absolutely.
And there's just not enough Dawn for Anonymous to allocate for a tall swing.
And Anonymous, you see sort of the power of this Law. Like, he's been losing Dawn a lot, but he's still at 6. You know, and he's going wide. So 6. Beppo, when he swings, he gets arrested Dawn. There's some stipulation in there. You can read it himself. If he has lower Dawn than your opponent, you're gonna ramp. The Magellan player simply just counters out of it.
Yeah. But I think just to really kill the hand, you go 6, 6, 7. Unless there's something you want to play.
There's a lot of options. 6 of Queen. And yeah, here it is.
Yep. There's the Hell's Judgment.
We see the Hell's Judgment right there.
Kill the rest of the turn. Do we have another Gordon in hand to bottom deck this queen?
Yeah, that's the thing. If you bottom deck this queen, things got very, very complicated for you. Things are very complicated already. Like, it's not looking good. There's only 3 cards left in the Magellan player's hand. That board is looking pretty full for that Law.
Definitely.
And, you know...
Rush Kaido here will be really nice going into this next turn.
Oh, man, another Zoro's tough.
I don't think it's the worst thing.
Thing is, you only have 3 cards in your hand.
Right.
You're down. If you take a life, that's big at this stage of the game, and you don't really want to let go.
No.
Yeah, we do see.
Right. I mean,
there's not much to say here, right?
there really is. I mean, it's a low impact.
Truly,
Just got a message from our producer.
Our producer told us to put the energy up. We're trying. This Magellan's getting cooked. Like, we don't. There's no.
It's
ifs,
one
ands,
fat
or-
queen looking at a bunch of Zoros. Otama just
like
cheerleading over there.
I truly don't know we've been trying our hardest to show this Magellan be strong. It fucking blows, man. Like, it doesn't do what it's trying to do. We do see the kid come down. And
So we go 6K.
7. He's at 7.
Oh, right, because the Dawn return.
Because the Dawn and the kid gives him 1k. So giving that Magellan a +1 is a big deal against these Pee-wee attackers.
Yeah.
So
and I think Beppo was definitely the right target there.
He's gonna keep ramping if you don't get rid of that Beppo. You have to. There's no doubt about it. And Mujine usually likes swinging with his blocker, but I don't think that's a good idea right now.
No, not right now. Not while you're at 2 life and you're still.
You kind of need him right now, just in case you get ran down. And that's what he does. He passes. 2 cards in hand. Things are looking a little tough, but you hang on the fact that your leader is sitting at 6k right now. Yeah.
And I want to clarify, our increase of energy is because we wanted to do it.
Yeah,
not because anybody told us to.
It has nothing to our producer. You know, I say fuck bizarre dragons. Like I don't like bizarre dragons. And honestly, the energy increased because the Magellan actually did something.
Exactly. It was the right play.
Like, honestly, he's just being smacked the whole game. And now he plays the kid. And suddenly, you know, I still think he's losing the game right now. But it's very possible that, you know, he's able to stabilize.
We eat that.
Yeah, he doesn't have the choice. Yeah, you know, there's only 2 cards left. And this law player is just going to keep swinging 6. He's going to say, fuck you. I'm going to keep swinging 6. You can't block for free. Yeah, use a card. And he does. He does use a 2K. That's his 3rd little Sadi. And, man, it's just so tough that... First of all, what was it? 3 Zoros that we've seen?
Yeah, 3 Zoros.
We've seen 3 Zoros?
We definitely take this hit, though.
I think at this point, right?
Oh!
Okay, you counter out. I think, what's the game plan? Survive and go for game and hope there's no blocker and go for game next turn. That might be it. And we are, how much did we just swing for?
Another 6.
Another 6.
So that's 4 Dawn left.
1 card in his hand. There's no way. I think you have to.
I think we're going to see a blocker law being put down. Because Mujinator is definitely threatening lethal next turn. He only has 2 cards in hand. You allocate your Dawn properly. He's out of jet pistol range. I don't think there's a trigger in his life that really saves him. Oh,
what?
He just wants the body.
This might actually be very important.
Yep.
Because that is a whole ass another attacker.
I was hoping that
if he has a blocker. Okay, never mind. I lied. This game's over. No, if there was no blocker.
Yeah.
Things get very interesting there, but you know he does play that law. He does. If he has a Kaido, I'm just he can't even play. Yeah, I'm just coming. I'm trying so hard.
Yeah,
we're really
fishing here.
I'm really fishing. I just don't know how you get past that board when you have to hit him 3 times and get through a blocker. It's so tough.
Let's run the numbers here. So we have 7 Dawn. You have 4 potential swings, and you need 3 hits to go through. So 1's getting eaten by the blocker. It's 1 card in hand, right?
Does he have 1 card in hand?
He has 1 card in hand.
Actually, I think you have. First of all, you have no other choice. You have to do it.
And again, you always swing assuming that it's a 2K, right?
You have to. There's no doubt about it. You have to swing with as if there's a 2K. One option is because you have to hit him 3 times. There's a blocker. 1, 2, 3. Do you risk a love tap? I don't think you risk a love tap. Because if that's a 1K counter, you probably lost the game. No, I don't think you can risk a love tap. Obviously, it's very do or die. Either he has it or he doesn't. But Dawn allocation is extremely important right here. The math. And, you know, you have to start with the pinky.
Yep.
Pinky first. Start with the math.
We don't want to overcoach the players, but sequencing, guys. Sequencing.
So we do 7. 3 Dawn remaining, 7 at life. No, excuse me, no counter in the world gets him. Either he eats it or he blocks it. Realistically, if we're being honest, he's gonna take this. But then it gets interesting. I don't know the. Okay, I don't know. That's what I was gonna say. I don't know any triggers in this deck. I'm not familiar with this game.
He may run jet pistols.
Man, if that's a jet pistol. You cry.
Yeah, you cry. But you also know that all you had to do was put 1 Dawn under the queen, and jet pistol doesn't matter.
Sure, but then yeah, true.
Because that
Because-
queen's swinging anyway.
Because that queen is swinging for 7 at least
Exactly.
anyway, right?
Seven.
Yeah, here's another 7.
If he drops both of these cards right now,
That's
it
game.
is over.
It is over. He does take it.
Oh!
Things get very interesting right now.
All right. How do we do
Very
this?
interesting. How much Dawn is remaining? 2? 2 Dawn is up. That kid is going to give Magellan. Magellan's going to get 1K himself for free. That Magellan is 7K without any Dawn allocation. 7K himself. Kid is 8K. You put 1 on Kid, that's 9. You put 1 on Magellan, that's 8. 8, 9?
8-9. So Anonymous needs at least 2 2K counters in hand.
Oh man, I was shit talking this deck a lot, but
Okay,
things
so-
are so suddenly changing. He blocks.
Okay, so now
And that's it.
9 at life.
9 at life. Oh! Wow!
That is the secret.
That cheeky, the cheeky trigger
Perfect.
say
Key.
won the
100.
game.
Can we see your last 2 cards in hand, Mujinator?
Just 2Ks.
It's over. It's over. There was
Oh
no rush.
my goodness.
That is
What
the
a
only
game.
card in that whole deck that makes this
That's
Oh,
work.
crazy.
The whole deck.
That's
That
crazy.
trigger saved me.
Holy.
Cheeky saved me.
Man.
For playing it, though.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
Wow.
Oh,
Honestly, I did not see
I
that
wrote him
happen.
off.
I wrote him off. I wrote him
100%.
off.
He was like
You
an
know,
all-star
We were
calamity
getting
to me.
berated for low energy.
Honestly.
I mean, like,
Like calamity all over again.
Honestly. Leave us, send us your resumes for anybody that wants to be a producer on this show. But anyway, fantastic game, super high energy all the way through.
all the way.
All the way
It,
through.
it was 100% the whole time.
100%.
I was looking at the
But
cards
appreciate you guys
and I
sticking
was like,
around.
"Because you went seven
Leave a
first,
like,
right?"
comment, and
You
subscribe,
went 1K in
and we'll see you in the next match.
Then you
Thanks,
went-
guys.
then you went seven.